Hello, welcome to More Fitness in CrossFit Johnson City. I'm Dustin Moore, CrossFit Level 1 trainer, USA weightlifting Level 1 sports performance coach, and I'm going to show you how to do a couple movements today. We're going to start with the deadlift. Anytime we teach somebody how to deadlift, we start with PVC pipe and we teach from the top down. So we start as if you've already picked the weight up and we work on the top position, we work our way to the floor, then we introduce the bar and we go from there. So come on in. It all starts, you start everything in weightlifting from your core. So the first thing I'm going to ask her to do is squeeze her butt cheeks really tight and then tighten up her stomach like somebody's about to hit her. And that gets you in a good posture. It all starts with your setup. Next, we're going to check her stance. We're going to make sure her heels are roughly under her hips. Some people a little wider based on your limb length. And we want those toes slightly out, somewhere around 5 to 10 degrees, just like when you squat. Now we're going to check her shoulders, just make sure she's in a good neutral position. Come over from the side here and check this out. So tighten up that stomach. Make sure you're not overly extended here or overly flexed, and you're pretty neutral here as well. Also, just common sense, keep the head neutral, and as you go down, don't lift it up or down, okay? Next, for hand positioning, we're going to gauge roughly a thumb's width from the outside of the hips here. See that? And that'll change a little bit as you go down. First thing we're going to teach her how to do is push this bar down to her knees. So first things first, we're going to push the hips back, roll the bar down to the knees, keeping the head neutral, and the chest out in front of the bar. Let's do that, Katherine, nice and slow. Come on in from the side here, check this out. Notice in this position, she did not lose her thoracic or lumbar curve. Her shoulders are still nice and neutral here. Her head should be a little bit more neutral instead of looking up. And the bar is drugged down the thigh the whole time. After you learn that part, let's go ahead and bring it back up the thigh, reverse the motion. Push the hips into the bar, squeeze the butt cheeks, pull the shoulders behind the bar. That's a good place to begin. Let's see about 3 of those in a row, guys. Dragging down, head neutral, and come back up. Good, that's the easy part. Now we want this bar to travel in a vertical path as much as possible. Her knees are going to interrupt that path on the way down. The whole reason we're pushing our hips back to start out is to get the knees out of the way of that bar. So as she gets to her knees this time, go ahead and go down. We're going to make sure that after she crosses, she's still right here behind the bar, so this bar doesn't have to go out and around her knees in a looping motion. Now after the bar passes her knees, she can re-bend to get in a good powerful position to lift this bar. In this position, we want about a 45-degree knee bend here, chest out in front of the bar, head still neutral, good. And we want to spread the knees out into the forearms. From there, on the way up, we got to get the knees out of the way one more time. So we're going to think about pushing the weight back to her heels, getting a vertical shin, drag that bar up the thigh. In this position, we don't want to be locked out, but again, she moved her knees out of the way to keep the bar vertical. From here, it's drag up the thigh, push the hip into the bar, boom. Let's move on to the bar now. When we approach this weighted bar, the last thing I want to see is you get down to the bar and then try to reposition yourself. Go ahead and get grounded. I see a lot of those people getting here sloppy and they're like, okay, here we go. I want you to stack from the very start, from the top position. So go ahead and get your butt cheeks squeezed, tight core, shoulders back. When she looks down at that bar, come on over here. Look straight down this bar. I want to see that bar split her foot in half. So get directly on top and look down there. I want to see this bar split her foot in half. So a little bit farther forward, Katherine, with your feet. Boom. Okay? Good position. Now, squeeze your butt cheeks, tighten your core, pull your shoulders back. Pretend that bar's in your hand now. Drag it down your thigh. Get in that position. Neutral head. Good. Now in this position, tighten the core. Take a short, tight breath. Hold it in. Drive through the heels and stand with that bar. Find center of the bar. Push the shoulders back. Let's see 5 in a row now, Katherine. Good. Get a shot from the side. Good. Straight from the side, please, one time. Now I'm going to talk about one really common fault in deadlifting, and it's punching this back up. If she comes up, round that back like you do tonight. That's what we don't want to see ever, okay? So to avoid that from happening, make sure we pull a little tension out of that bar in a good position and engage all of our musculature around our core before you jerk it off the ground. Because a lot of times I'll see people in a rush to lift the deadlift a heavy weight go, boom, okay? So go ahead and pull some tension out of that bar. Feel that weight a little bit before you start to pick it up. Make sure you remain intact throughout the movement, okay? Go ahead and pull a little tension out, neutral head. Everything nice and neutral, and come on up. Good.